The Longest Day, a 1962 epic war film depicting the Allied invasion of Normandy during World War II, is celebrated for its scale, authenticity, and ensemble cast. But at the center of its production, controversy swirled around the casting of John Wayne as Lieutenant Colonel Benjamin Vandervoort. In this video, we'll take a look at the controversy, as well as present some things you might not know about the movie. Join Facts First as we present why John Wayne's role in The Longest Day was hated by everyone. If this classic war movie leaves you wanting to try your hand at high-stakes military strategy, then you'll want to check out the sponsor of this video, Conflict of Nations. Conflict of Nations is a free, online PvP strategy game. You choose a real country to lead during World War III, while you fight up to 128 other players in real-time tactical combat. These games can take weeks to complete, allowing for deep levels of strategic planning. You're in control of the strategy. Choose to forge alliances with other players or declare war on your neighbors to take over the world. Conflict of Nations is available on both PC and mobile devices, and you can play with the same account across all devices. If you click the link in the description, you can start playing today and get an exclusive gift, which includes 13,000 gold and a 1-month premium subscription for free. The movie. The Longest Day is a 1962 epic war film directed by Andrew Marton, Ken Annakin, and Bernhard Wicki. It depicts the events of D-Day, the Allied invasion of Normandy, on June 6, 1944, during World War II. The film is based on Cornelius Ryan's book of the same name, which detailed the invasion and featured interviews with key figures who participated in the operation. It boasts an impressive cast, including numerous Hollywood stars and international actors. Some of the notable cast members include Henry Fonda, John Wayne, Robert Mitchum, Sean Connery, and Richard Burton. To cater to both English and German-speaking audiences, 2 separate versions of the film were produced. The English version featured actors delivering their lines in English, while the German version, titled Der Langste Tag, had a different set of actors speaking in German. It's also known for its commitment to historical accuracy. The film utilized real military equipment and vehicles from World War II, and it featured live explosions and practical effects to create a realistic depiction of the D-Day invasion. The film employed color and black and white sequences to distinguish between the Allied and German perspectives. This visual approach added depth to the storytelling, and the film's cinematography received critical acclaim. It was a critical and commercial success upon its release. It earned several Academy Award nominations, including Best Director and Best Picture. It also garnered positive reviews for its epic scale, historical authenticity, and ensemble cast. Too old? John Wayne's role in The Longest Day is certainly one of the most notable aspects of the film. He portrayed Lieutenant Colonel Benjamin Vandervoort, a paratrooper commander in the 82nd Airborne Division during the D-Day invasion. While Wayne's performance in the film is memorable, it's worth noting he was significantly older than the character he portrayed. In The Longest Day, John Wayne played a character based on a real-life figure, Lieutenant Colonel Benjamin Vandervoort. At the time of the D-Day invasion in 1944, Vandervoort was 27, a reflection of the youth of many military officers during World War II. However, John Wayne was 54 when he took on the role, making him noticeably older than the character he portrayed. This age difference was a subject of discussion and critique among critics and audiences. Even Vandervoort himself was apparently not thrilled with the choice. He felt that John Wayne was far too old to play him, and that even his much heavier weight was an inaccurate representation of what Vandervoort looked like at the time. While Wayne's acting skills and charisma were undeniable, the casting choice raised questions about the accuracy of his portrayal and the physical demands of the role given his age. Despite the age disparity, though, his performance as Lieutenant Colonel Vandervoort was widely praised for its gravitas and authenticity. His iconic presence and rugged demeanor added a sense of authority and leadership to the character. Other cast members who served. The film featured an ensemble cast of renowned actors, and several had real-life military service experience. Here are some of the stars who served in the military. Henry Fonda. Henry Fonda, who played Brigadier General Theodore Roosevelt Jr. in the film, had a brief but significant military background. During World War II, Fonda served in the U.S. Navy and was awarded the Bronze Star for his contributions as a naval officer. His military service undoubtedly contributed to his portrayal of a military officer in the film. Richard Burton, who played Flight Officer David Campbell, was another cast member with military experience. Before pursuing an acting career, Burton briefly served in the British Royal Air Force during World War II. His time in the military contributed to the authenticity of the role that he played. Sean Connery, known for his iconic portrayal of James Bond, played the role of Private Flanagan in the film. Before his acting career took off, Connery served in the Royal Navy. His military background likely aided in his portrayal of a soldier during the D-Day invasion. Robert Wagner, who played Private Morris, enlisted in the U.S. Marine Corps Reserve during World War II. Although his military service was brief, it undoubtedly influenced his performance in the film. These actors brought a level of authenticity to their roles in The Longest Day due to their first-hand knowledge of military life and experiences during World War II. Massive international production. The Longest Day was an ambitious and massive international production that aimed to depict the D-Day invasion on an epic scale. The collaboration involved 3 major studios: 20th Century Fox, Darryl F. Zanuck's production company, and 2 German studios. It featured a stellar ensemble cast, including actors from various countries, making it one of the most extensive international film collaborations of its time. With a budget of over $10 million, it was also one of the most expensive films of its era. The intention was to create a comprehensive portrayal of the events of D-Day by incorporating multiple perspectives, from the Allied forces to the German side. Real veterans as technical advisors. The production of The Longest Day was enriched by the involvement of real D-Day veterans who served as technical advisors. These veterans provided invaluable insights into the details of the invasion, from military tactics to the emotional experiences of soldiers on the ground. Their first-hand accounts and expertise helped ensure the film's authenticity, making it a compelling and accurate depiction of the historic events of June 6, 1944. The path of The Longest Day. The Longest Day was adapted from the book The Longest Day by Cornelius Ryan. This meticulously researched book provided the basis for the film's screenplay. Ryan's work included extensive interviews with key figures involved in the invasion, such as military leaders and soldiers who participated in the operation. The book's focus on individual stories and experiences on D-Day translated well to the screen, allowing the film to capture both the grand scale of the invasion and the personal, human aspect of the historical event. Live explosions. To capture the intensity and realism of combat scenes, The Longest Day utilized live explosions and practical effects. Pyrotechnics and actual explosives were employed to create the chaotic and dangerous environment of the battlefield. The decision to use live explosions instead of relying solely on special effects contributed to the film's authenticity and visceral impact. It allowed viewers to witness the high-stakes action in a way that felt immediate and genuine. Real planes and ships. They also made use of actual World War II-era aircraft and ships. This decision to incorporate real military equipment and vehicles into the film lent an unparalleled level of authenticity to the project. Landing craft, gliders, bombers, and naval vessels were all part of the film's arsenal of authentic equipment. Now it's time to hear from you. Do you think John Wayne should have passed on the role since he was so old? Let us know in the comments section below. Thanks again to our sponsor, Conflict of Nations. Engage in epic battles and take over the world. Click the link in the description to start playing today and get your exclusive gift, which includes 13,000 gold and a 1-month premium subscription for free.